Okay, we're live. We're live. We can start. Does he hear us?
All right, time is now 11:03 p.m. We have a special commission meeting, March 20th, 2026. We'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, Republic stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call.
Mayor Jacobs,
Here.
Vice Mayor Kashem,
Yes.
Commissioner Mohammed,
Here.
Clerk Commissioner Hodgkins,
Here.
Acting Clerk Commissioner Morset.
Here.
We have a quorum.
All right. Any withdrawals, deletions to the agenda?
Well, I have a request. Mark is on the line and he would like to pull his item 9.1 to the front, if possible.
Okay. I can't see the camera. Ashura,
Yes.
would you, as I'm remote, would you, and Vice Mayor's not there, would you consider chairing this meeting? Because I don't have the gavel and it's a little difficult to do remotely.
Okay, that's fine.
And I'm going to, I guess, I'm going to make a motion to pass the gavel to Ashura to have her run the meeting. Oh, wait, we can't quite do that yet. I'm still, additions or withdrawals.
Yeah,
So
I would like
any other additions, withdrawals?
to table 10, 11 to next Wednesday.
Okay. Anything else?
You need a second for that.
I need.
Well, wait, we're just running everything through.
Is there anything else?
No, we got a second for 10, 11.
No. Nope. Make a motion
Okay.
to,
I'll make a motion to, go ahead.
I'll make
I'll
a
entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to adopt the agenda as amended.
I second.
All right, roll call.
Commissioner Mohammed,
Yes.
Mayor Jacobs,
Yes.
Acting Clerk Commissioner Morset,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Kashem, Clerk Commissioner Hodgkins.
Yes.
Motion passes.
All right, I'll entertain a motion to pass the gavel to Ashura.
Do you want me to make?
I'll make a motion to pass the gavel to Ashura. I'll second.
I'll second.
All right,
Okay.
discussion,
None.
roll call.
Vice Mayor Kashem,
Yes.
Acting Clerk Commissioner Morset,
Yes.
Mayor Jacobs, Mayor,
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Clerk Commissioner Hodgkins,
Yes.
Commissioner Mohammed.
Yes.
Okay. Motion passed.
Okay, thank you. Okay, with that, we're going to go into item number 5, public comments related to agenda items, good and welfare. Are there any comments from the public? No? Okay, then we go on to number 6.1, Police Department Monthly Report.
Madam Mayor,
Yes,
can you tell what happened to the motion to table?
that passed, we did an amended agenda, which moved 9.1 up and
Natalie,
also
I'm hearing super slow. Can you put
table
the mic
10.11.
slow, please?
Okay, so the 10, 11 is tabled?
10.11 is tabled and 9.1 is moved up.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, Mayor and Commissioners. Dan DeCoursey, the Town Police Department, going over the calls for service from January 21st to February 16th. We had
Phone in the mic.
35 traffic incidents. 21 of those were minor accidents. We had a total of 46 alarm calls. 40 of those were intrusion alarms, and 3 were hold up, silent, and then regular silent alarms as well. We had a total of 403 general incidents, and we had police calls for services. Police assist calls were 818 of those, as well as 4 felony arrests, 2 misdemeanor arrests for a total of 6 arrests, 92 citations, 14 warnings were written for a total of 106 there, and we had a total of 1,512 calls. That being said, in reference to some of the activity, our administrative report, we did community outreach and special events. I attended the Stoneman Douglas Remembrance Breakfast and honored the events of the people that lost their lives at Stoneman Douglas tragedy and served as an opportunity to reflect with the community and unity. Training and interagency collaboration on February 9th through February 20th. Captain Pritchard attended the Southern Police Institute's Command Officers Development course hosted by the University of Louisville. This is a 400-hour course in 5 two-week sessions. The course focuses on police leadership, development, organizational management, strategic planning, and enhanced command level effectiveness within the department. Again, we talked about our succession planning and bringing our people up to speed with training, and that is one of the big focuses for us right now. February 17th through February 26th, Axon, which is our body cameras and tasers, they provide on-site training sessions for the department personnel and the Axon standards, at which we developed and loaded into our system so that we can monitor our events that are utilizing this type of equipment. It has compliance tracking as well as administrative oversight within the platform. It's a cloud-based system designed to help agencies create, update, distribute, and track compliance with departmental policies. So this is just another one of the tools that our commission has authorized us to move forward on. We continued rebranding the agency. We just finished up with 2 vehicles and restriping of those as well to, basically standardize our appearance with the community. The department is currently in processing 4 police officers right now, and we actually have a new officer that's going to be starting on Monday. So we're excited about that. Once this is completed, we'll have full complement, and we'll have all the officers that we need to handle our calls for service. This concludes our administrative summary there. Does anybody have any questions regarding that?
No questions, but I'm going to keep you up there just because you have
Another item?
2 other items. So I want to just get you out with 7.1, and then I'm going to do the, what did you had 8.1, 7.1 and 8.1. So 7.1, consideration approval for the purchase of police vehicles from Coco Ford.
Coco Ford, yes, ma'am. Coco Ford is a preferred vendor.
Madam Chair, may I read the reso for the record?
Yes.
Yes, thank you, Madam Chair and others. 7.1 is a resolution of the Town Commission of the Town of Pembroke Park, Florida, authorizing the purchase of new police vehicles from Coco Ford Incorporated through a cooperative purchasing agreement, authorizing the town manager or designee to execute all necessary documents, providing for conflict, providing for severability, and providing for an effective date. Item number 2026-23 on the floor for consideration. Thank you, Madam Chair.
We're good?
Yep, good.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, so this is basically part of our capital improvement plan in that we're recycling vehicles out so that we don't have all 25 vehicles coming at one time. So what we're doing is we're phasing it into 5 vehicles per fiscal year to keep our fleet current and ready to rock and roll. So once these vehicles are ordered, at that point, we'll purchase the maintenance plans again for our vehicles, and you'll see that item coming up for the other ones as well. But so that we'll have continuous maintenance, and our vehicles will be serviced every 7,500 miles, and the maintenance plans include any and all brakes and things like that, anything but tires. So that'll cut down on our labor costs considerably. It'll be done at a Ford dealership with Ford parts and so on. Fleet original.
Okay. All right. Is there a motion to approve resolution 2026-23?
I make a motion to approve 2026 023.
I
I'll
second.
second it.
Roll call.
Okay. Clerk Commissioner Hodgkins,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Kashem,
Yes.
Mayor Jacobs,
Yes.
Commissioner Mohammed,
Yes.
and Acting Clerk Commissioner Morrison.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Okay, thank you. 8.1, updated vehicle maintenance plan.
Did you find it?
Well, actually, for the record, item 8.1 under old business is updated vehicle maintenance plan. Chief DeCoursey will present, the backup for which is in the hard copy as well as in the agenda book and also on the website. Mr. Chief.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
So this, I have to come before the commission with this because due to the time delays, the actual price of the previous maintenance plans had increased. So basically, it was an increase of $1,275 from the previous approved amount. So it's not a lot. We currently have our vehicles sitting out there now, and we would like to issue them. We haven't issued them yet and put any miles on them. The simple reason is we want to make sure that we have our maintenance plans in place. So I would request the city approve the additional $1,275 for that.
If you need somebody to drive them around, break them in or anything, let me know.
Will do.
Windshield wiper fell off.
Well, don't take one off our vehicles.
I'll try not to do that.
Any discussion on this?
No.
Okay. I'll make a motion to approve Air 26-233.
235.
Oh, yeah, 235. I'm ahead of myself.
I second.
Okay, roll call.
Acting Clerk Commissioner Morset,
No, there was a.
Yes.
Commissioner Mohammed,
Yes.
Clerk Commissioner Hodgkins,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Kashem,
Yes.
Mayor Jacobs.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
That's it for you, right? Just looking through one more time, make sure there's nothing else for Dan. Okay, I'm gonna do Mark's item right quick because I know he's out of town. And is he on the phone? Mark, can you hear me?
Yep, I'm on.
Okay, perfect. All right.
I'm here.
9.1, consideration and approval of city fire quote to bring town hall up to code for the fire alarm systems in an amount not to exceed $45,000. Is there any discussion
Yes,
on it?
Mayor.
You want to have?
Yeah, Mayor and Commissioners, good evening. Good afternoon. Mark Pakula, IT Director. This is a change order. Originally, 2 years ago, this was brought in front of the commission for about $14,000. It had not been taken care of. I was tasked with this to get it up and running, working with the Public Works Director, the Assistant Public Works Director, the Superintendent, and our Procurement Officer. As a team, we got this thing up and running, and we came up with an idea so we can get this moving and get our building up to code. Basically, we have a quote for about $39,000, not to exceed $45,000. I'm asking the commission to approve this so we can move forward in getting our town hall up to code with regards to the fire department.
Any discussion? Nope.
Okay, if there's no discussion, I'll entertain a motion to approve the city fire contract for $45,000.
I can make that motion to approve Air 26-233.
And I will second.
Oh, okay. All right, roll call.
Commissioner Mohammed,
Yes.
Clerk Commissioner Hodgkins,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Kashem,
Yes.
Acting Clerk Commissioner Morset,
Yes.
Mayor Jacobs.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay. I am gonna ask for a timeline on this to get done since the original quote was 14,000 and it wasn't done, and this has been like 2 years in the making. I'd like to see this contract executed in the next 30 days before we end up getting like another triple bill
Yeah.
for getting this done, if you guys are okay with.
No, I think that would be fair to.
Yeah, put some
Mark.
time thing on it, so.
If I may, Commission, I've already spoken with Finance. As soon as I get off the call with you, I'm going to have them work on the PO. I'll have it issued by the end of the day or Monday, and they're ready to go. We have the plans, so we're going to jump on this, hitting the ground running, starting on Monday.
Okay. Thank you, Mark.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. And then this update will help us with like all the fire stuff and as well as like the kitchen stuff on the second floor with
Yes.
the suppression.
This is going to take care of the whole building itself. The original quote was not done for the whole building. This will take care of the whole building, bring it up to code as per the fire marshal.
Okay, perfect. All right, thank you. Okay.
You're welcome.
All right, who else do I need to get out of here right quick? All right, I think Mr. Odoms, you're stuck with us. All right, is
There's
there anything else you guys want to move around right quick? No? All right. I am gonna move 10.6 up just because we have a gentleman in the audience who would be able to better assist me in answering the type of audit. So I'm going to pull 10.6 up, which is the emergency audit, which was something that I added based on in light of what's currently going on in the town. I received an email from Mr. Wines here regarding some expenditure funds, and it's concerning to me because of the fact that the amounts, whether this was budgeted or not, and all kinds of other legal implications. But I know that this commission has asked for audits in the past that have never been done. So I would like for Mr. Amos to come up and just kind of tell us what type of audits are available to the town.
Good afternoon, Commissioner. My name is Dr. Jamie Amos. How about that? There we go. Good afternoon, Commission. My name is Dr. Jamie Amos. I'm representing Forbes Mazars, which is a consulting firm. As Commissioner Mohammed mentioned, the type of audits we do internal audits. I specifically focus in that area where we look at compliance, regulations, processes, things of that nature to ensure that you all are in compliance with your policies and procedures, with any laws and things of that nature. So my firm, we have access to over 40,000 members that have expertise in all types of areas, and we can offer any type of services you need to help you stay in compliance with anything that you all are involved with. So we act as a team member with you all to work for you all to understand, where you are and look at gaps and things of that nature to help improve anything that you all have going on.
We have an estimated cost of what this type of audit would.
It just depends on the types of audits that you have. We have a price fee that, I can share with you all.
Some sort a price structure of some sort?
Yes, sir. That we can share with you all and, work with you all on things of that nature. So, yeah, any type of things like that, we can work with you. And, we'd be more than happy to talk with you and help you understand anything that we have to offer.
Yeah, I don't have any problem with this.
Okay.
Madam Mayor, can I have an input for a moment?
Yes.
Members of the commission, and Mr. Amos, we have an auditing firm under contract. We have an auditing firm under contract currently. I don't know how that relates to them in terms of performing the audits you're talking about.
No, there are different types of audit. That is your financial audit that's due to the state of Florida regarding
Right, yeah, of course.
annual financial audit, but there are different audits that can be done. That's why I kind of called you up to
Yeah, no problem.
performance
I just-
audits, specific audits.
Was asking the question. But otherwise, we
Yeah.
have no objection from our end.
Yeah. Well, that's what kind of basically what happened is that there's some financial things that are coming through the pipe that I'm seeing, that we're all seeing, that we're kind of like questioning, like, how is this happening? What oversights do we have in place? How do we go about addressing and fixing those issues? And so that's why I kind of wanted to have this conversation, because we've asked for the other audits to be done numerous times, and nothing has been done regarding that. We have only been just doing the compliance audit to the state of Florida regarding your comprehensive annual financial audit that's due every June to the state of Florida that goes to JLAC. But there's other audits that cities do. Can you tell me about the other audits that you do for other cities?
Yeah, absolutely. So we look at infrastructure when it comes to the process that you all have in place when it comes to procurement. We look at fleet. We look at IT. Anything of that nature. We've done all types of audit, permitting, contract compliance. So we've done audits in any area. And what we do is we look at the risk of your city. So we always try to understand where your highest risks are. And when we understand that, those are the ones that we tackle first, to ensure that you are in compliance with any types of things when it comes to what you all are doing, policies, procedures, regulations. So we're here to help. That's one of the things that, we want you to understand, that we don't want you to get in trouble. So we want to make sure that we look at things to bring those to light so you can improve on those things before any type of external audits comes and point things out. So that's what we are here for.
Clerk, would you make sure that we have all the pertinent information to contact this gentleman if necessary? Thank you.
Okay. I am going to ask that we conduct an internal audit of our finance department and try to get a handle on what's going on with expenditures that are not being budgeted, that are being spent out. That has recently come to light. That's what I'm asking for. Sam, can you kind of help me on this one?
Well,
I don't think we've had any issues.
Would you ever say so moved?
Budgeting issue?
Madam Chair,
Yes.
to answer your question into the commission, if it be your wish to engage an outside auditing firm as a professional service, I'm assuming that's the direction you're taking under the statute, so that you'd be able to have that engagement. I think you've globally at least addressed the issue that you're trying to discuss without getting in any detail, for which I have no comment publicly, to the extent that I would, or you might not either, but to the extent that you can label the item as a review and or evaluation by an outside auditing firm, that motion would be in order.
Okay. So, I don't know if you want me to pass the gavel or make the motion.
I'll make the motion.
Okay.
I'll make the motion to go ahead and pass this item. It's, what number was it? Let's see,
Item
10.6.
10.6.
I can second this. I just want to have one comment here, and that is, can we synchronize it with the regular audit that we are at this point doing, so that we are not delaying
What's going on?
our yearly audit? Because I know that the finance director is already in the process of making this year's audit.
Well, that's going to be a separate and apart. This will not interfere with that.
Like when we
This is a separate audit. It doesn't, they don't correlate together. They're two completely different audits. I've been asking for this for a while. And Assure has been asking for audit of the building department, but it's never happened. We've sat up here asking and trying to push this forward. So this doesn't interfere with our regular audit. This is completely separate from that, and it needs to be done, especially with recent things that have come to light. So.
Do you have any other questions, Eric?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Roll call.
Mayor Jacobs,
Yes.
Acting Clerk Commissioner Morset,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Kashem,
Yes.
Clerk Commissioner Hodgkins,
Yes.
Commissioner Mohammed.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm going to get Stephanie out real quick because I know Stephanie wants to leave. I have a card. Here, I'll give it to you. Okay. I'm going to pull Stephanie up. 7.2, consideration and approval of award recommendation for RFQ 25-02 architectural services.
Good afternoon, Mayor, Vice Mayor, and Commissioners.
Madam Chair, may I read 7.2 so you have it on the floor, if you will?
Yes.
Thank you, if you will. 7.2 for the record is a proposed resolution of the Town Commission, the Town of Pembroke Park, Florida, approving the evaluation committee's recommended ranking for RFQ number 26-02 regarding architectural services, authorizing the town officials to negotiate and to execute agreements with the top-ranked firms. Attached here to is Exhibit A through Exhibit E, providing for conflicts, providing for severability, providing for an effective date. Resolution proposed 2026-022 on the floor for your consideration, Madam Chair and Commission. Thank you.
Okay. Go ahead.
As stated, we did issue RFQ 25-2 for our CCNA list. For this category, it does cover architectural services. So the evaluation committee and procurement, we would like to recommend that you approve the ranking of the top 5 firms.
Are you guys okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay. Who's going to make my motion for me?
I'll make a motion to approve 2026-022.
I second.
I'll second it.
Okay. Roll call, please.
I beat you to it.
Vice Mayor Kashem,
Yes.
Roll call.
Clerk Commissioner Hodgkins,
Yes.
Mayor Jacobs,
Yes.
Commissioner Mohammed,
Yes.
Acting Clerk Commissioner Morset.
Yes.
Motion carries.
7.3, consideration and approval for award recommendation, RFQ 2025-06, civil, structural, and NEP engineering services.
May I read, Madam Chair?
Yes.
Thank you, Madam Chair. That item reads as follows. It's proposed resolution number 2026-026, a resolution of the Town of Pembroke Park, Florida, approving the ranking and authorizing the negotiation and execution of continuing services contracts regarding RFQ 25-02 for civil, structural, and mechanical, electrical and plumbing, MEP, engineering services, providing for conflicts, providing for severability, and providing for an effective date. On the record, this would be item number 7.3, referenced as 2026-026 on the floor for consideration. Thank you, Madam Chair.
For this category, we would like to recommend the ranking of the top 6 firms, which are listed in the memo.
Are there any questions?
Nope.
I'll entertain a motion.
Motion to approve 2026 slash 026. Oh, dash, sorry.
I'll second.
Get my glasses.
Roll call.
Clerk Commissioner Hodgkins,
Yes?
Mayor Jacobs, Mayor,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Kashem,
Yes.
Commissioner Mohammed,
Yes.
Acting Clerk Commissioner Morset.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay. Item 7.4, consideration and approval for award recommendation, RFQ number 2025-02, architectural and engineering services.
May I read, Madam Chair?
Yes.
Thank you, Madam Chair. 7.4 for the record, resolution number 2026-027. It's a resolution of the Town of Pembroke Park, Florida, approving and the ranking and authorizing the negotiation and execution of continuing services contracts for RFQ 26-02, project management services, providing for conflicts, providing for severability, and providing for an effective date, 2026-027 on the floor for consideration. Thank you, Madam Chair and Commission. Thank you.
And for this discipline project management, we would like to recommend the ranking of the top 5 firms.
Okay. Is there any questions?
Nope.
Then I'll entertain a motion.
Could I be heard briefly? Yeah, members of the commission, 7.2, 7.3, 7.4 are actually related to the reestablishment of a new CCNA list. As you know, we've been working off a CCNA list for a very long time without really revising it. Stephanie Woodbury, as our appointed procurement officer, was given the responsibility to sort of organize that whole thing, working with Donna Rockfeld, as you know, our consultant. And this has been long overdue. I just want to have a chance to throw some bouquets to Stephanie because of her very hard work. They've been having meetings, creating these evaluation lists that you've been voting on. And this has been a long time coming and wouldn't have happened without her hard work. So congratulations to the whole committee and especially Stephanie.
Thank you.
Kudos.
Thank you. I make a motion to approve 2026 slash 027.
I'll second.
Roll call, please.
Acting Clerk Commissioner Morset,
Yes.
Commissioner Mohammed,
Yes.
Mayor Jacobs,
Yes.
Clerk Commissioner Hodgkins,
Yes?
Vice Mayor Kashem.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Stephanie. Great job. Okay. 7.5, consideration and resolutions establishing administrative transparency procedures for development review communications, revising impact fee administration procedures, and establishing a community benefit fund.
Madam Chair, I can read either one individually, or I can read them collectively, with your direction.
Collectively.
Collectively. I'll read them all together. They're separate items, but they'll be considered by motion. For the record, these are prospective in nature. They would affect developments that are not in the pipeline, but those that would be prospective in nature. For the record, item 7.5, first resolution is 2026-028. It's a resolution of the Town Commission of the Town of Pembroke Park, Florida, establishing transparency and administrative procedures for development review communications, providing for development applicant registration, disclosure of development-related communications, consultant disclosure requirements, and coordination of development agreement negotiations, providing for implementation and providing for an effective date. The second of the triumvirate is as follows. Resolution number 2026-029, a resolution of the Town Commission of the Town of Pembroke Park, Florida, establishing a community benefit fund and community development agreement framework, providing a process for development registration, pre-application review, community impact analysis, and negotiated community benefits associated with development approvals, providing for transparency in development review, providing for administration and reporting, providing also for severability, providing for conflicts, and providing for an effective date. And the last of the triumvirate would read as follows: Resolution number 2026-030. It is, for the record, a resolution of the Town Commission of the Town of Pembroke Park, Florida, establishing a framework for the administration of impact fees associated with new development and redevelopment, providing for impact fee categories, providing for applicability to new development, redevelopment, and to change of use, providing for payment timing, credits, and accounting, providing for compliance with Florida law, providing for implementation, providing for severability, providing for conflicts, and providing for an effective date. For the record, those three items, which are under item number 7.5, are now on the floor for consideration. Madam Chair and members of the commission, thank you. Appreciate it.
Do you guys have any questions?
No.
Okay. All right, then.
No questions.
Okay. You want to come down? Hi.
Pardon me. My name's Tracy Lautenschlager. I signed up to speak on this item.
Okay. Yep, that's fine.
Would you like to hear now, or would you like to discuss first?
They don't have any discussion,
We
so.
don't have any questions. So.
All right. Thank you. Again, my name's Tracy Lautenschlager with the law firm Greenberg Traurig. As you know, I represent the Home Depot, which has a project that has been scheduled for your consideration where meetings did not occur because of a lack of quorum. To the extent any of these items would purport to apply new rules to a project that is already under review and has been ready to be presented to you, I would object to the application of the resolution in that manner. We've been playing by the rules. We've been following them. The staff has been conducting its analysis, and we've been responding to that. And although I don't want to speak on the project because it's not before you in a quasi-judicial manner today, I would object on behalf of my clients to changing the rules in any respect with regard to a project that is already under consideration. I heard Mr. Gorin reference that the intent was to apply it prospectively only. However, there was a section, section 18 in resolution 2026-029 that would purport to apply it to projects that approved, unless that has been modified.
May I ask a question?
Of me? Certainly.
So, do we have the traffic study done yet?
A traffic study has already been done in connection with the parking reduction application.
Will you get that to me?
Pardon?
Can you get that to me?
It should be available to you all in the backup for the project that was on the March 11th agenda that failed for lack of
All right,
quorum.
I'll check that out. Thank you.
Okay. Sam, can you?
Just to
look
be
at-
clear, if I may, Madam Chair and Commissioners, and I predicated the reading of all three for a purpose. The legal purpose was that these are prospective, which means for the record that they don't apply to items currently pending in the pipeline legally. That is, pending applications for review by staff, professional staff, by the commission, are not affected by these three items if they're adopted by the commission this evening. The objective being that, in all fairness for those and for due process, those folks that have applications currently pending would not be legally impacted in any way, shape, or form. However, these resolutions have meaning, at least from the standpoint of discussion going forward. That's how it works.
Yeah.
And that was the intention in the drafting.
Yes.
Thank you for that clarification.
Okay, thank you. But you still have some meetings to schedule with Mr. Odoms regarding the other stuff that I've been finding out about. So the emails have been floating around.
I understand that you've
Yeah.
requested a meeting with me, which I would be
Yeah.
glad to schedule with him. I think
Okay.
yes.
Okay, perfect. All right,
I
thank
don't know
you.
what the other stuff is,
Yes.
but I'd be glad to discuss our project with you.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Okay, is there a motion?
I can make a motion to approve 7.5, 2026 dash 028 to
Do we wanna do
030. So we take
With
it
them
up one more.
individually? Sorry, do each.
I'm sorry, Madam Chair, if you choose to adopt them as a conglomerate, the commissioner is rightfully noting them separately. The more technically more correct way would be to vote on them separately, but that's up to how you want to handle that process.
Do each one
So
separately.
long as they're kept separately, it would be preferable.
Okay.
You were close.
So resolution 2026 dash 028, motion to approve.
Thank you, Commissioner.
I'll second.
Okay, roll call.
Vice Mayor Kashem,
Yes.
Acting Clerk Commissioner Morset,
Yes.
Commissioner Mohammed,
Yes.
Clerk Commissioner Hodgkins,
Yes.
Mayor Jacobs.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Can you do the next one?
Did you hear me? Yes.
Yes, we heard.
Yes.
Motion to approve 2026-029.
I'll second.
Roll call.
Commissioner Mohammed.
Yes.
Mayor Jacobs.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Kashem.
Yes.
Clerk Commissioner Hodgkins.
Yes.
Acting Clerk Commissioner Morset.
Yes.
Motion carries.
230.
And 030.
030. Next page. Flip it over.
Next page over.
No, I got it.
Okay, I'm ready.
All righty. Motion to approve 2026-030.
I will second.
Roll call, please.
Acting Clerk Commissioner Morset.
Yes.
Commissioner Mohammed.
Yes.
Clerk Commissioner Hodgkins.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Kashem.
Yes.
Mayor Jacobs.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Item 7.6.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Item 7.6, consideration and application for the enhanced allocation for fiscal year 2026 rehab and maintenance R&M projects.
If I may read, Madam Chair.
Yes.
Thank you, Madam Chair and Commissioners. For the record, item 7.6 is a resolution number 2026-020. It is a resolution of the Town Commission of the Town of Pembroke Park, Florida, approving the submission of the fiscal year 2026 MAP Broward funding application for rehabilitation and maintenance. That's R&M for the record, for R&M projects. Selecting the small municipality water waiver option to request an enhanced allocation, authorizing the town officials to execute the application and to transmit all required documents attached here to, made part of the record, as Exhibit A, providing for conflicts, providing for severability, providing for an effective date. Resolution 2026-020, item number 7.6 on the agenda, on the floor for consideration by the chair and commissioners. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon, Jeff Odoms, Director of Public Services. This item comes before the Commission for approval. It is an application for a surtax project, for a grant. This is for us to both put in for the original grant award opportunity of $70,000, and it has an enhancement of an additional $30,000, and that enhancement requires us to bring the entire application packet to Commission for approval to receive your approval to submit the application. So that's what this particular item is for.
Is there a motion to approve the application?
I'll make a motion to approve
I'll
resolution.
make a motion.
Okay, questions first.
020.
Any questions?
Roll. Is there a second? I don't know who's seconding.
I can second.
Okay. Roll call, please.
Mayor Jacobs.
Yes.
Clerk Commissioner Hodgkins.
Yes.
Commissioner Mohammed.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Kashem.
Yes.
Acting Clerk Commissioner Morset.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay. Item 7.7, consideration and approval of FDOT funding agreement I-95 stormwater pump station rehab.
Madam Chair, may I read into the record?
Yes.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Item number 7.7 is as follows. It's resolution number 2026-025. It's a resolution of the Town Commission of the Town of Pembroke Park, Florida, approving the Florida Department of Transportation, that's the FDOT funding agreement, providing for $400,000 in capital funding for the rehabilitation of the I-95 stormwater pump station, authorizing the town manager to execute the agreement, providing for the implementation of the agreement, and providing for an effective date. Item number 2026-025 on the record for the floor, on the agenda as 7.7. Thank you, Madam Chair and Commissioner.
Okay, thank you.
7.7.
Mr. Odoms, you know what question I'm going to ask you, right? What's the total cost?
Go ahead. So I will answer in a moment, ma'am. This particular item comes to you for approval. This is an agreement for the capital rehabilitation of I-95 stormwater station. There is a distinction to be made that I want to try to be very clear about. As you know, there were some challenges repair-wise to the I-95 station about a year ago. Those immediate repairs have been taken care of, and the town has for lack of a better term, paid its portion of what is necessary to have gotten it back operational. What you have before you now is for a capital improvement rehabilitation project where we go ahead and redesign and purchase new equipment and upgrade equipment because the actual equipment in the station is about 20 years old. So this is separate from the repair. This is rehabilitation. And as a part of that rehabilitation, FDOT, which is Florida Department of Transportation, City of Hollandale Beach, and Pembroke Park are three-way partners in the operation and maintenance of this particular station. This document you have today is referencing FDOT's commitment to their part of the rehabilitation project yet to come, and they are basically stating that they are willing to put in $400,000 toward the cost of rehabilitating the station. To Commissioner Ashira's question, which I know she's thinking about, I do not have an official cost for the station as of yet, but the remaining cost outside of the $400,000 is to be split equally between the town of Pembroke Park and the city of Hollandale Beach.
Jeff, there was always a question about that station on whether what actually caused the problem. Was it poor maintenance, or was it lightning? Somebody said lightning hit it. I mean, I heard all these things going around. What actually did happen to that station?
It was an electrical failure. I believed it was lightning at the time, but it was an electrical failure. At this point, it seems to be tied to FPL and the potential transformer that they have over there. Now, right now, it's still operational. The station is fully functional, and we have no challenges with ensuring that we are protected in the manner that it's supposed to do for us as it relates to stormwater. So we're good there. But what we're talking about right now is basically, if you pardon the example, fixing your car versus buying a new one. And basically what we did was fix, and now we're trying to buy a new one. Or
Was FPL involved in anything, seeing it seemed to be their equipment that caused the problem?
I'm still waiting on final report from FPL on that. They're supposed to have do an operational assessment and then upgrade the transformer over there, but I have not gotten a final from them to say that that's what the issue is, and that they've corrected it.
Well, let's if we jump ahead a little bit and assume, say, they do come back and say, yeah, it was the faulty transformer. Are there going to be some sort of liability there that we can actually maybe recoup some of the cost? This is $1 million or more, right?
Potentially, we could, if it turns out it was a problem on their end. We can also use that as leverage when we do the new station, because they'll have to probably upsize the transformer, and maybe we can get them to do that at cost, or do it out of some form of agreement due to what happened here.
Gratis would be good.
I almost said that, but you said it, so I don't need to say it.
All right. Thank you, Jeff.
Madam Chair, can we recognize for a moment? Okay. Thank you. Members of the commission, Commissioner Hodgkins, talking about these past events really does highlight, and Jeff's done a great job staying on top of this, because there actually was a report. There's an early report, it's in writing, black and white, that says it was lightning. And then later on, there were some other considerations as to whether or not it's clear that the lightning caused the issue or not. Todd Larson was brought in to act as a monitoring consultant on that, and he's been observing this thing on a regular basis. And I want to say to Jeff, appreciate the fact that there was a while there we weren't sure how much FDOT was going to help us, and you pulled it off. So nice going. We were very concerned about that, as everybody knows, at that time. So those are my remarks. Thank you, Commissioner.
I'll make a motion to approve 2026-025.
I second.
Any further discussion? No? Roll call.
Acting Clerk Commissioner Morset,
Yes.
Clerk Commissioner Hodgkins,
Yes.
Mayor Jacobs,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Kashem,
Yes.
Commissioner
Yes.
Mohammed.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay. Item 7.8, consideration and approval of locally funded agreement with FDOT for additional design funding for the South Park Road C-Slip project.
May I read, Madam Chair?
Yes.
Thank you, Madam Chair and Commissioners. For the record, this is resolution number 2026-015. It is a resolution of the Commission of the Town of Pembroke Park, Florida, authorizing the execution of a locally funded agreement with Florida Department of Transportation, better known as the FDOT, for the South Park Road Complete Streets and Localized Initiatives Project, otherwise known as CSLIP, CSLIP for the record, including the Southwest 25th Street drainage design, providing for the payment of the town's share of design costs, providing for severability, and providing for an effective date. 2026-015 on the floor for consideration. And for the agenda, item number 7.8, Madam Chair and Commission. Thank you.
Are there any questions? Do you want him to do a presentation, or are we good?
No, I just, do you have any comments to that, Jeff?
This particular item came for the commission back in October. Originally, we were doing the C-SLIP project that we have been granted. I believe it's just a little bit over $3 million for that project on South Park Road. But we also have a second aspect to our 25th Street project. As you know, 25th Street project right now is under construction. That would be part one, if you will. Part two was yet to be designed. And if you recall the item back in October, we incorporated the design for both the C-SLIP and the 25th Street into one aspect or one item because we're going to use the same company to do the job. It required some additional funds, and you approved those funds back in October. However, I needed an ILA with FDOT to move the money from us to FDOT to subsequently pay that designer. And I did not do that because I needed this agreement to be ratified by the commission first. So that's the item that you have before you this afternoon.
Thank you.
So we're holding up construction.
Design.
All right, thank you, Jeff.
Any more questions? No. I'll make a motion to approve 2026-015.
Second.
Okay, roll call.
Commissioner Mohammed,
Yes.
Acting Clerk Commissioner Morset,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Kashem,
Yes.
Mayor Jacobs,
Yes.
Clerk Commissioner Hodgkins.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. We're going to go on to 9.2. Motion to approve agreement for FPL Electrical Installation at the new Public Works Building in an amount not to exceed $40,000 with JLM Contractors. I think I said it all, so y'all can just make the motion. Unless y'all have any questions of him.
Nope.
Jeff, a lot of people don't know anything about a new building going up over there or anything. Could you explain what's happening?
Yes, sir. So prior to my arrival, the commission had approved the purchase of a modular building, and originally that modular building was going to go across the street in the general area of the park, in our parking lot area over there. At a subsequent meeting, we had some discussion here, and the idea came forward to utilize some land space that the town had behind Channel 10, a 2-acre area that was currently being used by a local contractor for parking their equipment. We looked at the opportunity and decided that we can make use, both of us, the contractor and us, could make use of that space. So we brought forward to the commission the idea of moving the modular building to that location. In doing so, part of what makes that a possibility is doing some work in that area to prepare it for the building's installation. And what this item represents is for the electrical part of that modification to that area for the building's installation.
Well, as you know, this contractor came in and agreed to pay $10,000 a year for the use of that lot, and now we're taking up half of it. Does this commission have any idea that we should maybe reduce the amount of rent that we're getting because we're using half the lot, so he's losing half of his potential there?
Well, I think Mr. Odoms can negotiate with him something.
We've been speaking with him, and he's been very welcoming and working with us on adjusting the position of his equipment on the location.
I was there, I saw it.
Yeah, recognizing what we're intending to do. He did not give me any indication that he felt unjustly charged, so I didn't approach it with him, but if it's the will of the commission for me to do so, I can do that.
Okay, I just wanted it to be fair.
Well, he's
Is
not
this
paying
building?
market rate, so
I'm sorry?
he's not paying market rate.
No, we understand that.
I understand.
But he's also very
He also went
flexible
9 years
with
without-
vacating it.
Went 9 years without paying anything.
Exactly. So I think this is just a courtesy payment of
I was just
10,000.
seeing if anybody was wanting to do that.
That building, is that going to be hooked up to water and sewer?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So we're going to have, actually, just as a aside, as a way of update, the building was due to be delivered in the coming week and a half. I'm going to have to push that back because I have to adjust for some of these other items that we're discussing to be completed prior to its arrival. But just as a way of allowing the commission to understand where we are in the process, it is moving along very well, and it should be here sooner rather than later.
Madam Chair, may I be heard?
Yes.
Thank you. Members of the commission, I wanted to just, I've been throwing these bouquets out, but I want to mention Manny Larthabell because he was actually working on this project. Actually, I think, Jeff, before I got here and before you got here, I mean, this has been something that has been moving along on a well, probably too slow of a snail's pace, because those of you who know the existing building that's over there right now, I've always described that building as sort of an atrocity of a building. Any of you have seen how we've tried to do events there or the different aspects of it. It's an old building. I'm not against old buildings, but Manny really has done yeoman service in eventually getting this thing going so that the guys that work so hard, sometimes for the different AC and heating up, to go out all the time there would not be an exaggeration. It's just it's a disastrous building, and I just appreciate the fact that Manny kept his shoulder to the grindstone to help us get there. That's it.
Sorry. Okay.
You looking for a motion?
Yeah.
I make a motion to approve 9.2, the agreement with FPL.
Second.
Okay. Roll call.
Vice Mayor Kashem. Vice Mayor.
Did she say something?
Okay. Welcome. Okay.
Okay, there we go.
Commissioner Mohammed.
Yes.
Clerk Commissioner Hodgkins.
Yes.
Mayor Jacobs.
Yes.
Acting Clerk Commissioner Morset.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna jump around just for a minute because I know that folks, I know we have somebody that needs to jump off. So I do want to cover 10.2 discussion on agenda preparation. I kind of cleaned up our 2-45 so that it read more consistently and consolidated it for our agenda preparations in light of our commission form of government. Everyone has a copy of it. Is there any questions regarding it?
I have no questions.
Okay.
I think we need to move forward.
Okay. So, Sam, how are you going to handle it?
Madam Chair, if it be the wish of the commission to proceed based on your recommendation, I suspect that we can take that motion in order and either prepare a resolution or otherwise accept the motion as your.
It's an ordinance.
Ordinance, actually
ordinance,
draft, correct.
Okay. So,
Because the ordinance itself is not on the agenda.
Yeah.
But if you support it, then we would prepare it.
okay. So, yes, you guys are fine with that?
Fine.
Okay. Thank you, Sam.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Okay. I'm gonna.
And
Yes.
Mayor, and just for clarification, I have a hard stop in 4 minutes. I have to get off the call.
Okay. I'm gonna switch right quick.
I'm sure you need a motion to direct us to draft.
Okay. Sorry.
If you have the support of the commission.
Can I get a motion to draft with the stuff that I have in there?
I'll make a motion to draft items from 10.5.
No, 10.2.
So 10.2.
Yeah, I'm sorry, 10.2.
Is there a second?
Second.
Okay. Roll call.
Clerk Commissioner Hodgkins.
Yes.
Mayor Jacobs.
Yes.
Commissioner Mohammed.
Yes.
Acting Clerk Commissioner Morset,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Kashem.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay.
Thank you.
10 point.
We'll draft.
Okay, Mr. Odoms, I'm gonna have you sit for 2 seconds, but just stay in the front. 10.5, discussion on town manager. I put this item on here because of what came up. I have a lot of concerns and a lot of issues with what recently came to light and how to address it. I know that this has kind of been going all over the place with
Excuse me.
the OIG as well as the FDLE and other agencies that are basically taking this item up as an issue to look at. And I put it on here because of the fact that we need to have some discussion, some dialogue on here as far as how we wish to proceed, what we want to do, you know, what is the consensus of this commission on things, because a lot of things have been coming to light recently regarding the inexperience, or trying to find a nice way to say this, the lack of Florida local government management experience. And so I'm kind of trying to get some understanding or some feedback from my fellow commissioners on how they feel about what we need to do in light of this situation. I'm going to start
What number are we?
10.5.
Oh, 5.
10.5. Mayor Jacobs, can I know, because I know I only have you for like 1 minute more. Is there any feedback you'd like to put in here on this?
I have said it many times over. Anything unethical, illegal, and immoral needs reported to the proper authorities, and that's the situation we're in here. So it needs to go to FDLE, Broward Office of Inspector General, State Attorney's Office. It needs to be resolved. This is a major problem. So
I'm kind of like feeling like I want some oversight on things that are occurring in the city to kind of be run through the chain of legal. I don't know why there hasn't been some of these things running through our legal department, because I know I call for everything. Just because I feel like it's safer to have, you know, legal involved in our operations, even our day-to-day operations. Sam, you get, I know Horowitz probably gives you my emails, my 50 million
ma'am,
emails
I
a
do.
day. But I feel like there needs to be some kind of oversight right now, like immediately.
yeah, I have spoke to our town's legal counsel regarding this matter yesterday, and I think we're going the right direction in it. And at Wednesday's meeting, I think we can discuss this a little more. But I actually have to get off the call right now.
Okay. All
I
right.
apologize to everyone.
No worries. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Madam Chair, may I be heard?
Yeah, hold on. I want to just kind of get a little viewpoint from the commission first. Commissioner Morset?
Yes, well, we have agreed to hire an assisting town manager with local experience to deal with the issues, and then we'll have further discussion on this next Wednesday.
Okay. Commissioner Hoskins?
Yeah, I believe it's a topic that we can dig into and see what we can do.
Okay. Are you guys okay with me giving direction that legal kind of oversees our stuff, like that things kind of get run up the flagpole?
Well, I think we can get his opinion for sure.
Wait,
It would be nice.
Are you guys okay with
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
direction? Sam,
Absolutely.
is your office okay with?
The answer is yes.
Well, I mean, you
And
should be.
Without any reservation or condition, if I can just quickly express before the manager
Okay.
speaks, whatever is being discussed in some peripheral way this afternoon is under review, we believe, by other organizations, other third parties, which would not require your attention publicly today, nor should they be discussed today. But if it be the wish of the mayor and commission and those on the dais and others, to at least highlight the fact of our availability. It certainly is available as if and when we don't work on a 9-to-5 basis, as you all know. and things happen in any city, you know, well before 9 and well after 5 and on weekends, which I know the manager and others embrace as well. So if there are things that are currently happening on the periphery with regard to the interest that you all have, without getting into the details of what that drill down would look like, we're available. We certainly would be cooperative with any of the third-party agencies that would have inquiry of any one of you or the commission, and would give our best advice when asked.
Okay, but I'm not just asking regarding this one issue. I'm just regarding in general. I kind of want some oversight.
Without any equivocation.
Okay, that's what I'm asking for, is oversight on everything, not just this one particular issue.
Sure.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, all right, so that's the direction of the commission. Is there anything you want to add regarding that?
Yes.
Okay.
First of all, the request that Commissioner Mohammed has made that Sam Gorin has responded to, this administration has no objection, so I hope you approve the item that she's requested. Secondly, with reference to the item that was raised by Commissioner Morissette, last week we published the Assistant Town Manager advertisement. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that part is rolling, and we have no objection to the item.
That refers to 10.9 here, sponsored by Mayor Jacobs. So, it's,
Yeah.
Kill two birds with one stone. Look at
yeah, that's nice once in a while, especially when you're hungry.
Okay,
that,
so,
especially when you're hungry.
so that's been taken care of for 10.9. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna, I just wanted, because I know that he had another meeting to jump off on to. All right, now I'm gonna go back now, sorry about that. 9.3, consideration and approval to procure 350 kilowatts emergency generator and 1200 amp auto transfer switch. Okay. Do you have a resolution for it, or I don't?
1,200 amps, that's a lot.
9.3, if I may, it's a,
It's just,
it is just your
The generator.
discussion item for consideration by the mayor and commission,
okay.
and by staff to present as needed.
Yeah, I'm checking to make
Thank you
sure.
for the check.
Okay, so, yes. So as you know, we've been moving forward with the emergency generator project for this particular town hall building. And one of the things, if you recall, when we brought this item forward previously, was that we were going to purchase the generator separately as a municipality and then put out for procurement through the bid process for the installation and modifications to the building that would work to and have it installed. So what you have before you now is basically the item to approve us to move forward for the purchase. And that's what this item is. It is a 350 kilowatt, 1200 amp generator with an automatic transfer switch. Right now, I believe the cost is just on about $380,000 for everything so far. Now, I know this is on the record, but I think I'm safe in saying we've probably saved over 100,000, and it may be a little more, and I'm being conservative with that number because I haven't run all the numbers yet. The original projection was going to be for the generator. Part of the project was above 600, so right now we are a little bit significantly under, but without running the numbers, I want to be conservative in giving you that bit of news.
Great.
So this is the item for today. That's what this is for.
I have a quick
Yes.
I have a quick question. This generator we're getting, is that one that can run a scheduled self-testing every month as required for emergency generators, so you don't have to do it manually?
I think it does, Jeff.
It may be set up to do it in an automatic fashion, although I would prefer, operationally speaking, to be in charge of that, as I always like to make sure that prior to any switching of power from FPL back and forth, we ensure all of our IT equipment is properly.
Yeah, we want to do that after hours.
Right, after hours, weekends, things of that nature, so we don't harm anyone's work.
Oh, it's so much fun when it doesn't work. I talk out of experience as a maintenance director.
May I be heard, Madam Chair?
Yeah, let's. You want a motion for this one?
Yes, please.
Okay, motion to approve 9.3.
I'll second.
May I be heard on this motion?
Yes, discussion.
Thank you. Yeah, just briefly, Jeff is being too limited in his remarks. This is a great price. Jeff and I have been talking about this for a long time. This is a great price. Jeff and I had many discussions about this, and we had many fears that this was going to be something that was just way out of reach. And I guess I should thank Stephanie again because she was involved in the bid process, and Donna Rockfeld. And was this, Jeff, this was done through a pre-existing, I'm trying to remember if you could let the commission know.
So the purchase is coming through the sheriff's contract, I believe. The one
Yes.
that's a state contract that's already been previously approved, and we were able to purchase off of that contract what we needed for this particular project. Also, to report to the commission that the bid process has been opened and closed as far as the what I call the installation part of the project. We actually have two bidders where we're reviewing what they've submitted and making sure everything is appropriate. And then once we make that determination, that will come forward also for your approval. With that being done, we'll proceed with the actual construction. I would say both proposals came in under what we thought the cost was going to be. So right now, if everything works itself, continues to work itself well, what I quoted you as a price back in October, we should be significantly under that number.
Perfect. Okay.
That's good news.
Great job. Eric, you're going to make the motion, right?
I already did make
Okay.
a motion.
Sorry, in second.
I
Okay, roll
seconded-
call.
I seconded it.
Okay. Roll call.
Okay. Mayor Jacobs?
Okay.
He's absent.
He's absent.
He's absent.
So,
Okay.
yeah, Mayor Jacobs is excused. He had a previous engagement at 2:00.
Okay. Commissioner Mohammed?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Kashem?
Yes.
Acting Clerk Commissioner Morissette?
Yes.
Clerk Commissioner Hodgkins?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay, thank you. I mean, I was trying to get everybody out in a short amount of time, but people keep, tooting horns, and I'm like, everybody does a great job. We can kind of move it along without the extra tooting of horns.
I'm a professional horn tutor.
Okay, but we're gonna toot it on your time, not our time. Okay. Item 9.4, JP Lyons Lane Drainage Improvements, Construction, Observation, and Engineering Services, Certification Services. Go ahead.
So this item comes before the commission. Under normal situations, when you develop a project from design, oftentimes the design consultant will add in the cost of designing the project and managing the project through its construction phase till its end result. This particular project on JP Lyons, when they did the original contract, they did not add that in. So the original contract scope of work was for them to design the project and come to a complete stop. What you have before you is the cost for the additional services that should have been a part of the original contract, which is the development of all of the procurement documents and the inspection aspects that come with the project during the construction phase. So that's what this particular item is. Another thing, this project is at 100%. So once this meets your approval and this is done, I can proceed to put this project out for bid. It is funded. I did speak with finance and I made the moves back in October to put funding aside for this project. So this is a ready to go project with your approval today. We can get it going and hopefully we can see how far we can get with it prior to the summer hurricane season.
Is there a motion to approve the contract for the amendment for construction for Keith and Associates not to exceed $45,000?
I make a motion to approve 9.4.
Second.
Roll call.
Vice Mayor Kashem?
Yes.
Acting Clerk Commissioner Morissette?
Yes.
Clerk Commissioner Hodgkins? Commissioner Mohammed?
Yes.
Motion carries.
10.1, consideration and authorization for paving improvements.
And this particular item comes before the commission for approval. This is for the same area where the modular building is to go. We were going to have our paving contractor basically clean and prep the area, set the area up similarly how Town Hall's parking lot is now with the blacktop, with the parking spaces and everything like that. It's, I believe if I recall, about $11,000. It's just under $12,000. But this, again, is in preparation for the modular building being set up and installed on that location.
Is there a motion to approve 10.1?
Yeah,
not
give me a
to
second
exceed
first
12K?
here. I got a question.
Go ahead.
I know you, Jeff. You're really smart of timing things, but this is going to be timed after the installation of sewer lines and all that, right? Or how are you going to do that?
We're not going to need sewer line installation, so we're going to be able to move forward with this as soon as I get an approval, because we're doing what's the word? Best word? The mobile bathrooms. The
Oh, okay.
We're going to use that at that location.
Redheads.
Sorry.
Redheads.
If you want to call it that.
Okay.
I won't call it that, but so by doing that, it saves us a lot on the ability to not have to do the hardcore infrastructure upgrades that you're mentioning right now.
Okay. Well, then I make a motion. If nobody else have a comment,
Excuse me. There's going to be setting a pole there too, right? They're going to be setting a pole. FPL is going to be setting a pole there, right?
No, they're going to run. The previous item is going to take care of FPL. They're going to run lines from the existing on the property to give us the electrical.
I understand it's going to go right to the building then.
It's going to go to the building. Yes.
Okay, without a pole.
Without a pole.
Okay.
well, a motion to approve 10.1.
A second.
Roll call.
Commissioner Mohammed,
Yes.
Clerk Commissioner Hodgkins,
Yes.
Acting Clerk Commissioner Morset,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Kashem.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay. Thank you. Item 10.3, discussion and direction to prepare an advanced data center regulatory ordinance for DRC and planning review. So I've had this conversation with you guys a few times.
Yeah, I
It
do
just
have
gives-
some questions there. Where did you get that information from? Because because I live there locally, I've been seeing all this activity with bringing in data cables, enormous data cables into Trinity Ground, and also upgrade of the electrics. That could be a coincidence. But did you get any information that there was real plans about this?
No. They're well, currently, up in Tallahassee, it's kind of been moving forward. It's been going back and forth. So it's just better for us to have something on the books to protect ourselves.
I believe in that's correct. I know that our governor is very much against AI centers. So, yeah, I support this
Okay.
wholeheartedly.
Okay. Bill?
Yeah. Let's go.
Okay. Okay, so,
If I can quickly.
yes.
The bill, we've seen the bills throughout the session. The bill's passed the House and the Senate. I've yet to see the final version of the bill, which is always a challenge. The direction on item number 10.3 would be, if you support the item, is to direct the city attorney's office, town attorney's office to prepare an ordinance to give you some leverage with regard to the statute and there's some timeframes, for example, when it becomes effective. And if you are able to get an ordinance in place, it may protect and give you a bookmark for the future in protecting things in the town. I think that's one of the significant issues. The bill, again, I've not seen the final version. The session just closed last week and things are still pending. But either way, if you direct us to draft, we will draft promptly, get it back to you more promptly, and then to the extent possible, try to give you whatever leg up you can achieve through the adoption of an ordinance now versus later when it becomes effective, when the bill becomes effective.
Yeah, we've been trying to push it through.
Yes. You're not alone, by the way. Other cities and towns are looking to advance fairly quickly to avoid having to be preempted by the state, who likes very much to step on your shoes.
Well, then, Sam, I will hurry up and make a motion
Thank you, sir.
to approve 10.3.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Yes, I second.
Roll call.
Commissioner Mohammed,
Yes.
Acting Clerk Commissioner Morset,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Kashem,
Yes.
Clerk Commissioner Hodgkins.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Hire updates. I know you guys just told me that we finally advertised the assistant town manager position. There were other positions that should be advertised as well, like the town planner, which we voted on. The town planner.
Yes.
The town planner. We've been having this conversation and it's been getting kicked down the road.
Well, then, let's...
Can I be heard on that? I might have an update for you.
Yes.
Well, first of all, thank you for recognizing me. My apologies. Brad would be here today. He wanted to talk about this in particular. He had a family medical emergency that prohibits him from being here today. Having said that, I believe we did and Jeff can answer this part, he went ahead and published the planner, did he not, Jeff? Okay, so the planner position is in publication. Jeff, do you know how much time is left on that? Okay, but it was published, I'm going to say 2 or 3 weeks ago, Jeff? No, how long ago? I can't hear you.
The beginning of this week.
Okay, all right. In any case, why don't you talk about that, Jeff, a little bit?
Yes.
Push the button.
Yes, our HR director did go ahead and post that position earlier this week. It does close on the 13th,
13th of
April.
Okay.
You know, pardon my eye roll because we've been having this conversation and it's been said numerous times. Mr. Roach, you can attest to how many times we've said this. So to hear that it's being published 2-3 weeks ago, I'm not directing this at you, Jeffrey. You know,
understood, no.
But
we did work together. We cleaned up the description for the planner, made sure everything was included. He did run it through not only our department, but also town management to make sure everything was settled, and then went ahead and published. So we do know it's out there.
Okay. Right now, I feel like I'm forgetting because I kept saying in my head, I'm like, I have 3 positions, and I can't think of what the other one was. But it's in the record somewhere. So I don't know, because the last meeting it was, oh no, we got to give formal direction at a meeting. So now we're here, and now it's already been advertised. I was like, wait, I thought we had to give formal direction. So.
Madam Chair, if I could.
Yeah.
I'm going to have Brad, since he couldn't physically be here today, issue a written report by Monday. I think you're entitled to know where these things are, but I do believe he's made some progress.
Fine with me.
Yeah. Where are we with a contracts administrator?
I believe that's one of the things that Brad is reviewing. That hasn't been published as of this time, but he'll give you a report on Monday. But I think that's turned out to be a little more complicated than he thought at first blush.
Okay, so I'm going to ask that a review be done of the previous meetings for those positions that we've asked to be hired, for them to be advertised, and for us to basically have these positions presented to us with the candidates, not on the 25th, because I know that would be impossible, but for the next
Next meeting after that?
Yes, for the
Okay.
next meeting after that, I would like to get these positions moving. I mean, we've hired people with positions that, were newly created, but the positions that we have budgeted for, that we have dire needs for, is not happening. So I would like to see some traction on that. Okay, 10.7, the CDBG grant. Mr. Odoms, do you want to speak on that, or do you just want me to just say that we needed to basically open it up for public comments? Actually, no, I think we did need a motion to apply for it, if I'm not mistaken. So we needed a motion to apply for it in the public and
This
open
is for
the
the
public.
application of the grant.
Yes.
That's correct. Jeff Odoms, Public Services Director. Yes, ma'am, that's correct. On both counts, we have to have it advertised, I believe, for 15 days. And we also need direction to again, as the previous item earlier in the meeting, to pursue an application for the CDBG grant. So with the approval of this item, both things can actually move forward, and we'll take action as necessary to get that done.
Okay. Is there a motion to apply for the CDBG grant for this fiscal year? Because I know it closes like in 2 weeks.
Yes, I make a motion to apply for the CDBG grant, and are you going to be in charge of that?
Yes, sir.
Odoms?
The team and I, yes.
Okay, so you have directions for that. Thank you.
I'll
Mayor, can I
second.
be, I'm sorry.
Second.
Commissioner, can I be heard on that subject?
Yes.
Okay. Very briefly, one of the things that smaller towns have to deal with is the county process. Community development block grants are administered directly to some cities and indirectly to others. And because of our size, we don't qualify as a direct recipient of community development block grants. So we're required to go through this process with the county. It's kind of a pain, because I've been involved with cities that have the direct process, and it's a lot easier to manage. The good news is that even though we're an indirect applicant through the county, I sent an email to Dee Carper, who seized upon the county's direction on this. And in fact, I think she attended the meeting yesterday. Jeff, am I saying that right? Or one of the team attended.
Did.
Dave Segerson from the team attended. So they're on top of it. But the point is that the process, I think Dave and Dee, and I'll include Connie in that part of the team as well. Really, I'm just so grateful they've got that under control. And those are my remarks, Madam Chairman,
Okay, thank you.
Chairwoman.
Okay, so is there a motion to, roll call, sorry.
Yeah, roll. We passed that.
Vice Mayor Kashem,
Yes.
Acting Clerk Commissioner Morissette,
Yes.
Clerk Commissioner Hodgkins,
Yes.
Commissioner Mohammed,
Yes.
motion carries.
Good thing the mayor's not here. He would say, "You don't know how to run it."
Well, I keep getting sidetracked because David likes to toot horns. So we got that taken care of. 10.8, Odoms, don't run away. 10.8, discussion and possible action on outstanding invoices. It has come to my attention that we have some invoices for Keith and Associates. It's what?
Well, it's a CAS.
All right, sorry, CAS for $65,000. This has been reviewed by the finance department, I'm assuming, as well as Mr. Odom's department, correct?
And by the town attorney.
Okay, so where are we at with issuing these checks? Because, this has been outstanding for like a year.
If I might say something, I believe there was an issue, the way that they billed it. It was confusing. Jeff, you want to remember that? We were looking at those bills, and they looked like they were double billing us and all this.
Yes, so there's a couple of things to clear up in the way this is being described. First and foremost, yes, sir. There was some things that me and you looked at, and they had some discrepancies. I did go back and evaluate those and find what the challenge was, but it wasn't Craig A. Smith. Those were Keith and Associate particular invoices at the time.
Oh, okay.
And we did work through what those challenges were, and I remember forwarding an email clearing up the misunderstanding on that one with you. So
Did we straighten it out so they're going to bill us so that we understand what the hell?
we're fine with them. We're fine with them. What we thought was a challenge has been explained, and I was able to identify and explain it appropriately. So that one is okay. To Commissioner Shira, the amount that you mentioned seems much higher than I recall. And that's why I had to, the little bit of a face, because I was not expecting to hear that number.
I was told the total, but I'm not the one in the middle of this. You guys are. I just got I'm the Monday morning quarterback on this one. And that's why I'm kind of pushing it back in your direction.
No, not a problem. I can give you my take on it.
Okay.
And I think we can get a little clarity to where we are right now.
Okay.
So there were some outstanding invoices that came to light back in, I believe it was January. I've been working through a lot of those challenges with the finance director. Some of the invoices appear to have been submitted late by Craig A. Smith to us. Some of them I had already signed off and moved forward. They were in process. So we worked through that, dwindled that number down from that 60 plus number you mentioned, because some of them had purchase orders already. So it was just a matter of getting it approved and paid based on the purchase order that was approved.
Okay.
So there, at the end of that boiling down, if you will, there was remaining a number much closer, 20 to 23 or something like that, $1,000. And that was to be discussed because there was some challenges with understanding how the money should be allocated into what account. And how it was authorized to be, initiated, the work that went with it, how that work got initiated. That there was some questions about all that. So we had a couple of meetings. Myself, town manager, town attorney, Mr. Horowitz, Jeff Lewis, and our finance director, James Davidman. We had a meeting about all of this and we discussed it. And the long and the short of it, from my understanding and kind of where I come into this, is previous to my arrival, there was some work that was authorized. And that work that was authorized had to do with the East Coast project on down the street from here, out County Line Road.
52nd and County Line, yeah.
And
56.
there was some work that was authorized, and that $20,000+ invoice was related to that work. And apparently it had not been taken care of with Craig A. Smith, and that was part of one of the items that had not been taken care of. I believe the consensus of our meeting was because of the size of that amount it needed to come to commission to ensure that it was okay to pay it because it was above the manager's threshold of, I believe, 10,000. So that's why the item appears for commission approval. That's how it got here.
So let me ask you a silly question. I'm sure when all these other contracts are coming through, Keith and Associates, and they're over 20,000 because they're part of that CCNA list and all that other stuff, a majig, they're not coming before this commission. So why is this one coming before this commission?
Anything over $10,000 is supposed to come to the commission.
I can answer that, I think.
And how come it's not? Why did I have to put it on the agenda? How about that part?
That's a different question. Your first
I mean, how did it reach me that it's now
let's
my
put it this
item?
way. Your first question had to do with more of a procedure and is it appropriate to come to commission? So the answer I still stand by is anything 10,000 and above should come to the commission for approval. Full stop. How it ended up being put on by you is a question a little bit beyond my scope to be able to answer.
Well, I mean, like I said, I get the Monday morning quarterback calls like, we haven't been paid, like, okay, and then I call around and I have to like kind of wiggle through. It's like, okay, well, it just needs to be put on the agenda. Okay, well, how come it's not on the agenda? All right, so put it on there for me because of the fact that how come it's not on the agenda? And we've had meetings, and I mean, like, the Ecos project, this was what, a year and a half ago? So why is it that I have to get the call 2026 to put this on the agenda? And have to hear about it instead of, oh, Jeffrey, you got something on this. Oh, okay.
Actually, that was scheduled. Sorry. Actually, that was scheduled to be for the 25th. I didn't realize you got a call to put it on today's meeting.
I got a call a month ago to put it on. So
No, I had
Me
for
too.
25th.
but you're supposed to be the one putting it on then.
Well, hold on. If you recognize me,
Somebody needs to put it
I'll
on.
explain it. I promise not to toot any horns.
Okay, yes.
Okay.
Non-horn tooting conversation.
Non-tune horn.
Relevant information conversation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Mr. Horowitz was the one that suggested that we use that methodology, and we're just waiting for him to prepare the legislation. I think we're going to have it ready for the 25th. One of the other problems we've been having is that every now and then we have a vendor that sends us a bill that they should have sent us a year ago. And it becomes
Your contract administrator would be overseeing all of this, and that's why I keep huffing
Bingo.
and puffing
Yes.
for this.
Yes.
position.
fair.
That
fair enough.
OL Wingo told us back in 2017? Okay.
2018, I think.
Okay.
But in either case, you'll have a chance to take a look at that. But we've had two sort of global in-house meetings to address this and make sure. I mean, Mr. Smith has called me probably about the same time he called you to see what's going on. And by the way, the lion's share of those standing bills, we did pay. We gave instruction after meeting with Mr. Horowitz, and the lion's share has been paid. So
Okay.
we'll finish it off.
Okay. I mean, I know everybody likes to have their paychecks, so.
They need to send us the bills right away.
I have a comment on that. You know how many checks I've been signing? I was cramping up at the end of it. Don't blame me.
Well, you didn't get the check to sign it. So.
Yeah, I seen yours. I seen yours.
Make sure you
You have anything, Jeffrey, you want to add?
So that's ready. You got it. Thanks.
Thank you. Okay. All right. So,
Well,
That's-
we just need directions on this. Well,
Yeah.
it's solved, right?
it's solved. It's just, do you need
We
the
don't need
motion
to
for
do
the
anything.
amount not to exceed 20,000, 25,000, whatever it
I
is?
don't, because it's going to commission, so.
Is on consent for next week?
I don't think we have a consent agenda
I
for
mean-
next week.
I'm just asking. I mean, I want to make
It
sure.
will be on the agenda.
Okay. It's a discussion item? Again? I mean, it's another discussion item.
Well, I'll represent you. It will be on the agenda.
Okay.
You're representing me?
No, I'm representing to you, without tooting a horn.
Well, I won't be at the next meeting, so
On the 25th?
I won't be there unless we can do a special in the daytime. I will not be
Are you
able
going
to.
to be able to Zoom you?
Nope. I'll be in
Okay.
class.
Okay.
So,
Right,
yeah,
we'll deal
so-
with that.
Yeah, that's why I was kind of trying to knock out as much stuff as possible. All right. Number 11, attorney comments, request for shade session.
Yes, Madam Chair, if I may, and Commissioners, we need your advice. And as you know, there are limited times when your city attorney, town attorney can ask you for a shade meeting. We have this meeting today, which is a sunshine meeting. The litigation which is currently pending in the town and referenced for the record as the Jacobs versus Town of Pembroke Park, and for the record, that's CACE, that's a Circuit Court case number 2600-2284, The advice we need is to meet in the shade session for the purposes of discussing any number of items allowed by state statute, and that section is 286.011 subsection 8. The time schedule for that would be posted for 4:30 p.m. on Wednesday, the 25th of March. We would ask for your advice and guidance, and in the context of Florida law, we would ask for that guidance in a closed-door session, referenced as a shade meeting, which will be, as you know, legally transcribed, and the transcription is sealed pending the outcome of the case. It would include the folks that are noted in the record, which would be the city attorney, special counsel, city manager, and yourselves. Would occur prior to the meeting on the 25th.
4:30, right?
At 4:30, and by motion, we'd like you to confirm that for the record.
4:30.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're only going to be 3 commissioners. There's no.
Just have to do the notice that you just.
We did, but I've asked for it. I've typically asked for a motion. You can do it either way. I'm not trying to change the reality of how you do your business, but so long as you can agree by consensus to having it, we'll conduct it, and we'll be there and post it.
Are you going to be there?
No.
And
So we're only going to be 3 commissioners.
are going to be 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, you, me, and Vice Mayor.
Yeah, she'll be back.
Okay, we're good.
We would appreciate your
I
time and
heard, though.
attention at the meeting.
I heard.
On the 24th, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think she's coming in the night before.
I see.
Hello.
If
Hello. Oh, you're there.
we're talking about are your ears ringing?
Yes. So what happened? My flight was 23rd. I should be there 25th, but somehow my flight is canceled. So my next schedule is 28. So I will be not able to join 25th.
Can we do it with only 2 commissioners?
No.
Yeah.
All right, we can't do that, Sam. Sorry.
I mean, I'm available in the daytime. That's the problem. I'm in school like from 5 to 9.
Could you do a Zoom shade meeting?
I'm in class. What you want me to tell the teacher?
No, I mean during the daytime.
I can do it during the daytime. I'm here.
That's a yes.
if it's in the daytime, I'm here.
Without interrupting your schedules, to the extent that we can, and I've said that in a very considerate way, we need your advice. And litigation is pending. The judge has entered an order, as you well know, this past week. Without getting into details publicly, we have the right to ask you questions in private and to seek your guidance. If there's an earlier time that can be scheduled, we would be happy to accommodate each other and hopefully be there sooner, if that be the case.
What time can you?
Well, you know what? She'll be here on the 28th. Let's do it for the 29th or 30th in the day.
No, I will be there. 28 is my flight in the morning. So I will be there. Hopefully, if it's not canceled, I will be there in 29th in the morning. I believe it's 10 a.m.
Let me see.
Yeah, well, we are at
Alright.
war, so
Yeah. All right. You want to do April Fools in the daytime?
29th in the morning?
No, the 29th is a Sunday.
No.
so April Fool's Day
I just want to
suits
give
me.
her a couple extra days just because.
I love April Fools.
April Fool's Day.
I'm so gonna get you all.
Okay. So,
April 1 is on a Wednesday.
are y'all fine with the daytime on a Wednesday? Are you fine, Sam?
We'll make the time, whatever it
Okay.
takes.
1 o'clock?
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
1 o'clock.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Do you need a motion, or you just fine with the
My
direction?
partner apparently says not, so I'll yield to his better senses of and judgment. We've done it different ways in different places. If that's not your tradition or practice, then your practice is to say yes and thank you, and we, with gratitude, we say we appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay.
Done.
Okay. Thanks.
So just
On the April 1st date.
Yes.
And we'll post it and coordinate with city staff and the city manager.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay.
sorry, just to make sure that's for the shade room.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they'll be opening, if that's not a regular, if I may quickly, if that's not a regular special meeting, then you have to open a meeting in public, adjourn, recess to shade, and come back to public. So it would be a special meeting, shade meeting, special meeting. So you can take appropriate, if there's some direction or decision in the shade, you'd have to implement it in the special meeting. So either way, we'll be happy to coordinating and accommodate. And thank you for making time, very much.
Okay. Thanks.
Thank you.
Okay. Yes, we're scheduling special for April 1st.
Yes, we will notify special counsel. Hopefully, you will be made available as well.
Okay. Perfect. Okay. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Town manager comments? No toot.
I have prepared a 10-page statement, which I'd like to read into the record.
Okay.
But given the tenor of the request that we limit our tooting of horns, I will eliminate that statement altogether and say I have no comments this afternoon.
Thank you. Okay. Commissioner comments? I'm gonna start on that end.
Pardon?
We almost
Yes.
done. We're about to be out of here.
Yes. Well, as you all know, because you appointed me to the Solid Waste Authority governing board, I have spent hundreds of hours on this, and I was so hoping to have a vote for the the master plan, and then make a presentation for you guys, and we can have SCA come here and make a workshop to explain the whole plan and why we should join that corporation inside Broward County. But unfortunately, somebody put a stick in the wheel today, so it was not voted upon. And so again, next time when we're ready, I will like to either that we do a special meeting because it's a very big subject, or I have to keep you informed when I have more news.
Okay.
Because things happen in politics.
That is true. Thank you, and thank you for your dedication in sitting on the board.
It was you. You knew what was coming.
I thought there was no tooting of horns.
No, there's no tooting your horns from you because
Okay.
you toot everybody's horn and we sit here for hours.
Fair enough.
But I have to massage him to keep going to the meetings.
Yeah.
Oh.
I thought it would be a 10-hour thing. We kind of hunt.
Public massaging.
Okay.
You finally come to a meeting, now you're making jokes. You can, all right,
That means she's better.
I'm almost there. I'm not fully there.
almost there.
Almost.
Mr.
All right, we're
Hodgkins.
all almost there. We're almost out the door. Okay, I have no comments. Thank you.
Muspika, Vice Mayor,
No, thank you.
Safe journey.
safe travels. We'll see you soon.
Be safe.
Thank you.
Okay, I have no comments. And with that, we're going to go on to announcements. Special commission meeting Wednesday, March 25th at 5:30. Regular commission meeting April 8th at 7 p.m. Easter egg event is coming up on March 28th at 10 a.m. And the food giveaway is March 21st at 9 a.m. If there's not anything else, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Meeting adjourned at 2:39.
Wow.
I was trying. We would have been out at 2 o'clock.